What up, everybody? It's your boy Dak908, aka the Dig Dugger himself. You guys, the Duggers, yourselves as well, so chime in with me on this one. Okay, folks, the Nintendo Direct for Hyrule Warriors, it went up, I'm thinking last night, as per this, the date of me doing this commentary. Now, when I came home from work, I saw it, and I watched it up, and I definitely like what I saw. You know what I mean? At first, I was thinking, okay, it's a Zelda game, and it was mixed with Dynasty Warriors. I like both, franchises. I'd pick the game up on those merits alone. Now I'm going to pick the game up solely on the merits that the game itself brings to me. So I'm really enjoying what they did with the game. They unveiled a lot of information. They talked about a whole bunch of new characters. They talked about a bunch of new weapons, level progression, story progression, a bunch of other things in the game as well. And I was like, I'm really liking the way this is coming along. And my favorite things that they showed in the game was the multitude of different weapons and how the weapon system, so to speak, is still very akin to how Dynasty Warriors would work. Now, they talked about in the video where he said sometimes you'll fight an enemy and they'll drop weapons. Now, for those of you who's not necessarily familiar with the Dynasty Warriors setting, that doesn't mean they're going to drop a new, actual, brand new to your eyeballs weapon. No. What they do is they drop weapon that's the same as yours, but with different skills. Now, they kind of showed this in the video, but they didn't necessarily clarify it. But in the video, they showed that Link had like a couple of Knight Swords, and each Knight Sword had different abilities on it, and how you can fuse the different abilitied Knight Swords if you have additional slots to combine together to one extremely dope Knight Sword. I'm glad they still got that going for them. I'm glad they bring that back. That's really dope. That's probably one of my favorite smaller things, about the game. One of my favorite bigger things about the game is definitely how it's quirky. It is definitely quirky. I mean, it has humor, it has finesse, there's style to it. I mean, it's Legend of Zelda mixed with Dynasty Warriors in its purest form. I mean, again, this is an impressions thing, so I'm not going to necessarily give you guys a bunch of information because this has already been given out in the Nintendo Direct, and I'd just be kind of talking, saying exactly what they just said to you. So I'm not going to do that. I will link you to the video if you've yet to see it, though. I'm just going to tell you what my thoughts and everything's on it. Just want to clarify that again for no reason. But a really dope addition is that adventure mode. Now, when I first saw it, I was thinking, okay, my hopes did get up to where it was like you would do. It would be like a true blue Legend of Zelda kind of thing, but within the same engine that Dynasty Warriors. Oh yeah, I guess you could say Dynasty Warriors, Hyrule Warriors works under. Now, it'd been dope if it was like that, like a traditional Zelda game-esque, more action-based. Done the same engine. You guys know what I'm talking about right here? Like, let's say all the action, the finesse, and the fly, the dopeness, the flashy lights that Hyrule Warriors is, put in a traditional Legend of Zelda setting. That's what I thought it was going to be. Not necessarily the case, but this is still fun, you know what I mean? You still have the ability to walk on the map, so to speak, kind of like the same original Legend of Zelda art style and feel with the whole 8-bit and everything, but then once you get into a certain scenario, they tell you a scenario which you have to overcome in order to actually win that piece, and then you'd go into the Hyrule Warriors gameplay, so to speak, and then kind of take care of the stuff as whatever. But that's dope. I like that. I mean, I can see myself really doing that, and pretty much this game has my stamp of approval. I know I said I was already hyped for it in my top 10 hype games for 2014, and now after seeing this Nintendo Direct, I cannot get my grubby paws on it because the game looks pretty good, you know what I mean? I will say it could look a little bit better when it comes to textures and things like that, but because the way Dynasty Warriors works, if you're not familiar, actually you should be familiar if you know anything about Hyrule Warriors right now. There's a lot of people on the screen. Okay, a lot of people on the screen. Now, the AI isn't always the smartest thing in the world, because the thing that you're kind of going for in a Dynasty Warriors game, he said it as well, is a one-man army kind of situation where you as the player can take down 400 enemy troops without dying. That's not possible ever. It was never possible ever. I mean, especially when it came down to just one guy with a sword or a spear versus 400 guys with swords or spears. That was never a thing. But Dynasty Warriors make you feel like that extremely over-the-top badass. So I forgot where I was going with this tangent. I really do forget where I was going with that. One take is all you get, so I'm just gonna keep moving. Now, moving over to the characters. Now, they have a vast amount of characters, and I'm actually really liking that. They took characters from many different Zelda games, which I think is pretty cool, and a lot of people can say that for those of you who care about canon a lot, you don't have to worry about canon in this one. It's not necessarily canon, but you can kind of want to, I don't know, kind of, you can throw some, like a stretch of the imagination, if you will, as to how they all technically met up. You know how you had Skyward Sword, no Skyward Sword. Yeah, you did. You had Skyward Sword meet up with Twilight Princess, meet up with Ocarina of Time, and then I guess just met up with this game, because you have Link is from this game. Alright, Zelda I'm pretty sure is from this game, Impa's from this game. But Impa is a reoccurring character as well. I don't know about a reincarnate, but just a reoccurring character. But how they brought Midna in there, the Twilight Realm was a part of, the whole Zelda universe anyway, so it's a technicality. But her being brought back in her imp form with the mask and everything, another technicality. And her riding a wolf, a technicality. Agatha, a technicality. How did she get there? Same universe. See, it's kind of weird. Don't look at it as canon, but just be glad that all these people are here. I definitely am. I'm looking forward to playing this Link, obviously. I know he's my boy. I mean, he's my boy. I'm not going to play with Link because he's the main character of this game. I play with Link because every time I'm able to play with Link, I play with Link. I've been a Link Smash Bros. Character since day one. So, I'm gonna be playing with Link. I'm going to play with Midna. I like Midna. I'm going to be playing with Dorama? I don't think it's his name. I never pronounced his name correctly, but the leader of the Gorons, I'm going to be playing with him. I was actually looking to play with Ganondorf, who just got announced last night as well. Ganondorf is now a playable character. I won't mind playing with Ganondorf. Granted, it might be on the bad side because you'll probably be able to play good and bad because you have Ganondorf and the bad guy from I think his name is Girahim or something like that. The bad guy from Skyward Sword. Heck, Zant is playable from Twilight Princess. I like how they got the good, the bad, and the way they have all the characters lined up with their abilities, their weapons, and things like that. It looks dope, guys. Honestly, this game is going to be the game, okay? I'm so hyped for this game. When this game comes out, I'm going to play it. I'm going to do an LP to it. I know I say I do LP to a couple other games. I never finish it. That's because I never really found a format that was quick enough for me to give to you, because when I do an LP, it's a 4-hour upload. And by God, ain't nobody trying to make 40 videos and upload 4 hours a piece of that. So what I'm going to do is this. I'm bringing this back. If you want to see me, and then as in my other constituents, play this game, you're gonna have to catch me on my Twitch, okay? You have to catch me on my Twitch, and I promise you I'll put the archive video up on the YouTube clickities. But if you don't want to catch me on Twitch, I'll somehow figure something out to where I can actually stream it to YouTube itself. So it's gonna be a streamed thing. It's not gonna be a sit down and just talk kind of LP, because for some reason, well, not for some reason, the internet speeds that I have is too slow to be making 1080p videos rendered, which doesn't take that long. 1080p rendered videos doesn't take that long, but the uploading process is a freaking, oh my gosh. So we're not gonna worry about that. We're just gonna stream the entire thing. I might just, if I'm not in the mood for streaming, but I'm in the mood for just making a video, I'll make a video right where I left off. But for the most part, it's gonna be a streamed event. I'll be playing the game in its normal story mode, and then I'll play again in the adventure mode. I'll play as much as I can. I'll beat the game and show you guys that this game is going to be the game that everybody should get. This game should be the next Mario Kart. Okay, Mario Kart sold like that's a false figure. Mario Kart sold like 2 million units. That's a more realistic figure, and that's literally like a quarter, or actually like a third, or almost half of the entire Wii U ownership population. So if there's like, I think there's like 6 or 7 million people who own Wii U's, and about 2 to 3 million copies of Mario Kart 8 was sold. So that's a staggering number. That's almost 50, you know what I mean? So I want to say about 40%, 30-some%, but 40% of everybody who has a Wii U has Mario Kart. Staggering number. I want Hyrule Warriors to be the same thing. Maybe not as prominent, because people been playing Mario Kart for generations, and they know why they got it, they know why they played it, they know why it's dope. Now, Hyrule Warriors, you just have to play if you're just into that sort of thing, I'm guessing. But I would like to think that everybody would be into a game like Hyrule Warriors because it's just that dope. But, all in all, let me wrap it up here real quick. What I'm trying to say to you guys is Hyrule Warriors, from what they showed in the Nintendo Direct, is amazing. There's a lot of new gameplay features in it that they showed us that is definitely going to be something that you really like to see. Like I said, it's quirky, it's action-y, it's everything you love. It has all the charm of the Zelda universe and all the action and flair that you would see in a Dynasty Warriors game. So the special attacks is going to be way over the top, and the quirkiness, like the Cuckoos, the chickens coming back, and a bunch of little things like when you would acquire a new weapon or something like that, well, an item, excuse me. They still have the dun 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 dun. You know, they keep it fresh and they keep it familiar. This is a game where this is the doing a franchise right. If somebody was like how Other M was taken care of, everybody says Other M was a terrible game. Wrong. Other M was a great game. Okay, not a lot of people liked it because it made Samus, who everybody thought was this badass female bounty hunter, to actually have a very, very feminine, almost mother-esque type of personality hidden inside of her that never came out because she never speaks. That's actually a really dope thing. To actually pull it off the way they did, that was dope. It's not what we wanted to see, but it was still dope. But I would like to say that this is how you do a first-party franchise if you're a third party and taking a whack at it. If you're gonna put your own spin on it, this is exactly how to do it. Anyway, guys, before I give my last piece, I will say I am getting this game. I recommend this game to everyone else out there. If you're not gonna get the game, then by all means you need to go jump off a bridge. Not really, don't do that. That's not healthy. Anyway, guys, this has been your boy Dak908, aka the Dig Dug himself, signing out. If you want to see the stream, want to see me stream this game when it comes out, you're gonna have to hit me up on my Twitch. I'll put that in the link description. Well, I'll put a link to that in the description, or if I'm lucky enough, I'll just stream it on the YouTube clickities. But anyway, guys, take care.